So fertility in simple way is the natural ability to conceive and reproduce. It is influenced by biological factors such as age, genetic, and overall health, as well as external factors like lifestyle, social norms, and etc. Fertility is often measured by indicators like the total fertility rate, which represents the average number of children a woman is expected to have in her lifetime. So let's now come to the biological limits. Fertility is primarily influenced by several biological factors which determines the number of children a woman can have within her lifetime, like the reproductive age span, gestation and postpartum recovery, health, nutrition and medical condition, and menstrual and ovulatory health. So if we see here the reproductive age span, a woman's reproductive life began at menarche, which is from her first menstruation, and ends at menopause, between the age of 45 to 50 years. However, the peak fertility occurred between the age of 20 to 35 years, after which fertility starts declining due to age-related hormonal changes and many other factors. Now, if we see the gestation and postpartum recovery, the average human pregnancy lasts up to 9 months, that is 14 weeks. This naturally limits the number of children a woman can have in her lifetime, as well as after childbirth, a postpartum recovery period is needed for the body to heal before the next birth. And if we see the health, nutrition and medical conditions, malnutrition, chronic diseases like diabetes, thyroid issues, all these diseases can lead to infertility, as well as exposure to environmental toxins, smoking, alcohol and drugs can also lower fertility. And now menstrual and ovulatory health. A woman's ability to conceive depend on regular ovulation and healthy menstrual cycles. Like conditions like PCOS, PCOD, and irregular periods can lead to reduced infertility. Now, social norms. While the biological factor sets a natural limit, fertility is also heavily influenced by cultural, social, and economic factors. We can see here the marriage pattern and childbearing age, economic condition of and cost of raising child, cultural and religious beliefs, and the role of government policies. So, if we see marriage pattern, early marriage before the age of 18 or at the age of 18 years can lead to higher fertility because women have longer reproductive window. Whereas if we see here, delaying marriage at the age of 30 or after the age of 30 can lead to lower fertility because of a shorter reproductive window. And if we see the economic condition and cost of raising child, in agrarian societies, children are seen as an asset who helps with farming and provides support to the parents in their old age. This type of thinking and thoughts encourage high fertility. And if we see that in urban areas and industrial societies, the cost of raising a child is very high. So which lead people to have small size families. And for cultural and religious belief, some religions and culture encourage for large families, which leads to higher fertility rates, whereas some promotes family planning, small size families, which basically which basically for the population to balance the population growth. And if we see the government policies, policies like pro-natalist policies, which encouraging birth, countries like France offer incentives such as tax benefit, maternity leaves, and financial aid to encourage childbirth. Whereas if we see the anti-natalist policies like, for example, like China's one-child policy, which strictly control fertility, leading to lower birth rate. Now, for the theoretical maximum, while the biological and social factors limit the real world fertility, the theoretical maxima is based on an idealized scenario where a woman where a woman continuously conceives with no spacing between births. Now, if we see that if a woman conceives continuously from puberty to menopause with a minimum gap between births, the theoretical maximum fertility could be between 15 to 25 children. However, this is highly unrealistic due to many factors such as maternal depletion, which basically means decline in physical health due to childbirth and increased mortality and other limiting factors. Now, in conclusion, we can see that the biological limit determine the upper bound of fertility with health, age, and reproductive factors playing a major role. The social norms and economic conditions strongly influence actual fertility rate, while the theoretical maximum fertility is estimated at 15 to 25 children, where real world factors make it impossible to achieve. That's it. Thank you.